Oh, nope, you gotta hold still. Hold still. Alright. Alright, guys. You gotta... I'm not gonna show the full... No, stop. You gotta hold still. I'm gonna not show the whole cat. I'm not gonna show the full cat. I'm just gonna show this particular cat's nose and whiskers. You gotta guess. Guess which one it is. Alright, here's the reveal. It's Cassie! It's Cassie! It is! It's her. It's Cassie. Hi, Sass! 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 Sass, 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 sass. Sass, 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 sass. Sass, 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 sass. Oh. I keep on trying to eat your ears. You won't let me. Keep on trying to eat your ears. You won't let me. You gotta let me eat your ears. Alright. Hello. All of you fancy people. Hi, how are you? How are you? How goes it? Are you feeling fancy? Oh, I'm feeling pretty fancy. Pretty excited about all the activity on the Friends of Yano subreddit. That's fun. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of activity, a lot of engagement. A lot of people are having a good time. They're conversating. They're engaging in the lulls, so to speak. So, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. And of course, praise be to Yano for allowing such wonderful tidings to befall the Pride. I had volunteers asking, well, not volunteers, this is a volunteer, David, who's asking, like, you know, how's your cult going? And it's like, it's not a cult. It's a group of like-minded individuals who, they enjoy getting together to espouse the virtue and praise of our Lord and Savior, Yano. The Prophet Yano, Yano Christ. The Dalai Yano. The Dalai Yano. Kind of like the ring of that. Yahweh no. How many blasphemes can we do in one cast? Let's go for the record. Oh no. Oh, nerds. And it's a little bit warm. It was so nice and cool. It was so nice and cool this morning. And it kind of got a little not so cool this afternoon. It's still pretty nice. It's still pretty nice. Ren, Melissa says hi. Also, yeah, you're gonna snuffle at me. So you do love me. You love me a lot. I see. That's very nice. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Although she is kind of in heat right now. She's trying to entice a young gentleman suitor. She's presenting, so to speak. Hi. Hello. Here he is. Our prophet, our Lord. L. Jan Hubbard. Yanerb. Yabo. It's a work in progress. Look, these casts are not scripted. You guys know that. Not everything that's gonna come out of my mouth is gonna be just a golden gem. Actually, most of it, the vast majority of it, is not. Mm. Mm. Hi. Hello. 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 A Pagano. Wicano. Thank you. Praise be. Yamish. Yanish. Yanonite. So many possibilities. Church of the Flying Spagano Monster. May his moodily appendage touch you and bless you. We like to have fun. Yano. If you could, kind sir, great sir. Or not, that's fine. I'm sure that after a lot of prayer and reflection, you need your rest. That's understandable. Having a lot of like spiritual energy, a lot of spiritual power, it consumes calories. You have to understand. I was getting I was getting messages, some DMs about like people like wanting to go into the lore, the backstory of Yano, and how they were like very intricately weaving Yano's influence into actual historical events. I mean, going back like to the Knights of the Templar, it was amazing. This has been a Phenomenon. Right? And it's been wonderful. And, you know, this is the thing. This is so silly. And I've already thought about this. I'm like, all right, Yano's an older guy. Okay, let's just... Yes, it's like it's serious topic kind of thing that I'm about to say, but not exactly, because I mean by now you should know that all of the cats, they have their natural, and I was thinking about that. I'm like, all right, well, we've got this movement. Yano's an older guy, and he's a big guy. He probably doesn't have a lot of years left. He's 17, and he's a big dude. Hopefully we'll be able to get another couple years. You know, but a lot of times those big guys, those big boys, it's difficult for them to, it's rare for them to see 20. And that's great. Look, even if like, he's made it at this point. Yano's made it. He has made it and then some. And that's a good thing. It's actually, you know, it's like one of the biggest, it's a kind of a stroke of irony and whatnot. One of the reasons I chose Mawali for the Pride Strong design for the shirts was because he was a relatively young lion, and we'd be able to like, you know, reference him and point at him and be like, there he is. And then of course, like he passes away very, you know, like sadly, very abruptly. But then there was also that like kind of additional kind of thing. Well, it's like, well, crap. So my calculations, my calculus, not the best, way off. But then again, in a weird way, as far as the design for the like Pride Strong, the fact that, you know, now it's almost like it's a timeless kind of thing. It's an in memoriam kind of thing. It's like there is strength. Whoa, 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 whoa. What if I tickle your Pete's? If I tickle your Pete's, will that make you feel better? No? No? Oh my gosh. Okay. But it's almost kind of like the image of Wally, or the concept of Wally now is even stronger that he is gone, or like, you know, as it relates to the whole notion of that Pride Strong kind of thing. It's like the spirit of that as a concept just lives on, even though he's gone. And then I was thinking about that with Yano, and I'm like thinking, this has way more potential. This has even way more potential to continue on after he's gone. And it's like, it's probably going to get even stronger. That's the thing I was thinking. I'm like, it's probably going to have the opposite effect. I'm sitting there thinking like, yeah, no, you know, you might sit there and think like, okay, well, you know, he's going to be around for only a couple of years, and we've got like this kind of world building, this kind of religion thing, the Friends of Yano and whatnot. But then he's going to pass away, and then it's probably going to be something that kind of, you know, dwindles down, or the people are going to be like, all right, that was kind of a fun toy to play with, but we're going to move on to other things. And then I started thinking, like, you know what? That's probably not true. That's probably the opposite of what will actually happen. What will happen was just like, he has risen. He has become eternal. Yano is everywhere now. Yano is everywhere now. Oh my gosh. And then we'll have to go about finding the new Yano. Where has Yano's spirit landed? Oh, this cat over here is seeming a little bit Yano-ish. He might be the second coming of Yano, the reincarnation of Yano, even though it's technically, you gotta wait until something is like born after the death, whatever, okay? In Yano's form of reincarnation, he can basically just like go, die, and then his soul is like, you. That's but it's not like he won't take it over. It becomes like his soul becomes now the next Yano. It becomes infused with the soul that, let's say, if he comes on to inhabit the body of Luca, and Luca becomes the next Yano. Well, that means that the amalgamation of how many of her souls that Yano had will now mix with Luca's soul. Yeah, now mix, and that will become the new Yano soul. And then, when the body of Luca passes, the Yano soul will then go and then bind itself, and it can't go like parasitically. That's the thing. The Luca soul has to be like, yes, please come in. The Luca soul has to like absolutely willingly want the Yano soul. Like the Luca soul has to want to be a part of the aggregate Yano soul. That's how that works. We're doing more world building here. How does the Yano form of reincarnation work? That way, once this Yano, the body of this Yano passes, Yano is not truly gone. Yano will then have passed on into infinity, and also into the physical frame of another resident. who wanted him to, who willingly accepted him and wanted him to be, part. That's the thing. It's like how many souls are packed in there by now? Obviously, there's got to be a lot, because that's where he gets all of his wisdom, right? That's where he gets all of his wisdom. It's not that he is just that much. It's just he is an amalgamation of who knows how many. How many lives has Yano lived? Dozens? Hundreds? We'll never really know. But all of those souls added together, they combine their wisdom, their knowledge, their spark, and they possess an understanding that surpasses any one singular souled entity. I think that's how that works. At least that's the vision that I had. One of Yano's apostles. I follow Yano, and I try to listen to his sermons. I try to catalog his deeds, his miracles. But I can't truly understand like what he's thinking and who he is. I'm not on his level. I'm physically incapable of being able to comprehend. Munch, what are you doing? Are you having a pee-pee? That's Munch's pee-pee face. That's Munch's I'm having a pee. What do you think about that? That's nice. I'm leaving. Bye-bye. You can't chase me because you're peeing. You can't chase me because you're peeing. Ha 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 Munch. Ha 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 ha. You're stuck peeing. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ah! Hi. Strawberry pancake. Strawberry pancake. Strawberry pancake. Strawberry pancake. Nadel. Nadel. Hi, bud. Bless you. Hi, Squishy. What are you doing? What are doing? What are doing? I've been watching way too much PewDiePie. Hello. What are doing? Oh. Blip blop blip blop. Ooh. Ooh. Fish. 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 Oh, fish. 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 Excuse me. Oh, stink. Stink. Hi, bud. Vol vol. Vol vol. Vol vol. Ha vol 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 vol. Ha vol 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 vol. Hi. Hello. How are you? What do you know? What do you know, mister? What are you stinking about, huh? What are you stinking about? Hey. Hey, hey. Hi, mister. God, I love you so much. I do. Oh, you're just so squishy. How can you be so squishy? How can you be so squishy? It just doesn't even make sense. It just doesn't. It boggles the mind that there can be so much squish contained in one vessel. Hi. Hello. Hi, baby. Ooh. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. Nice meeting. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. There's a firebug over there. Oh. We got some sleepy kitties. We've got some kitties that are up, some kitties that are sleepy. Some are up, some are down. Nope. Oh, she's over there. She's over there. We'll go over here. All right. There she is. Hi, da pita. 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 I think I said something. Texas. I think. I think I said something. Some are up, some are down. Did I say that? Some are up, some are down. Yeah. Oh, because of the cats. Some are up and some are down. So, but when I said some are down, I said it kind of fast. I said it quickly. I said some are down, which sounded a little bit like simmer down, which also Texas, which also reminded me of what was that thing? Is it stick? Popsicle stick? Something like that. Old school Nickelodeon. Is one of like the little characters that they had to talk in between shows, introduce like one show or the next show or something like that. And it was a popsicle stick, had googly eyes on it, little nose, little smiley face. And he talked like, I don't know, I can't do the voice. Oh, hey there, okay, oh, hey, oh, simmer down. That's what he would do. That was his thing. He would always tell people like, hey, simmer down there. And he was just a little popsicle stick. Gosh. I remember that show. I remember that other show. The guy with the puppets. He did a lot of puppets. He did a lot of puppeting. One of them was it was a skeleton dog or something like that named Boney, and his whole thing was I'm Boney, leave me alone. And he was just mean. He was just a mean dog. And it was kind of like a show that it was kind of like had a little bit of kind of like an edge to it, had a little bit of attitude, even though it was a kids show. Like one of the characters was like it was weird. It was a puppet because the guy would stand like backwards with his back to the audience, and then he had this puppet that the legs would be out here, so he would be kind of talking this way, and then the puppet would be facing, so the puppet looks like its head is facing like this way, and then the puppet would he would say jokes back and forth, and then the puppet is a bully, and he's like kicking the guy like that was like the bit. That was the bit. What was that show? You guys remember that one? Some of my some of my my old millennial followers. Would that be considered early millennial or late millennial? I think probably early millennial, because you're some of the earliest of the millennials. Because I think it's like, yeah, if you're like 1982 and beyond, yeah, guess what? You're a millennial. Now, I mean, some people, they're like, no. It's like, yeah, that's how it's like. There's a cutoff. Just a cutoff. Boom. From here to here, Gen Z, millennial. I identify more with Gen Z. Like, great, good for you. I know I've even done webcasts like, yeah, there's different types of millennials, and I would not want to go back and watch that because I'd be like, I can't believe such douchey shit came out of my mouth. Ah, ew, Derek, what are you doing? I'm special. I'm from like a different period of time. I'm a different type of millennial. I'm so different. I think I do remember that webcast though, where I did kind of talk about it. There was like some late. I will, and I still do kind of believe that though. That what is it? The very end, the tail end of the millennials were kind of the last folks when we still remember like rotary phones, and an era pre-internet. Kind of the almost kind of like a Stranger Things youth, minus the supernatural elements and the monsters and stuff like that. But yeah, hanging out with your friends, going out into the world without any way for your family, friends, loved ones to contact you. Yeah, there was like there's like a nostalgia part of that. Mom, I'm going out. Where you going? It's Billy's. And then it's just out. We're just out. And then, bye. All right, be back by 5. Like, all right. And then you would just go. Just go into the world. It's like a little wildling. Just a wild. Whoa! Wild kitty. Wild kitty. Wild Ezra. Little, what are you? Some sort of millennial, huh? Huh? Is that what that is? And there's also like the thing, like anything that's like super young, because millennials are starting to get old. That's the other thing. Like like a lot of times people are like, dang millennials, when actually they're looking at some of the new trends that Gen Z is all about. And it's just, that meme like old man yells at the sky, Grandpa Simpson, just people that are just kind of weird and averse to change. That's a lot of times what that stuff kind of amounts to. Texas. And I'm not sitting there trying to paint this whole picture like I am so hip and with it, and I got my finger on the pulse, man, with the times. I'm not, but I try to embrace more, change and things and there's excitement in the development and the possibilities of tomorrow. There is. I don't know. Everything is so divided, and everyone is like so like people are like hate each other more now than they ever did, and the world is gonna end. The world is gonna end, and it's like, look, I'm not sitting there saying that things are perfect, but again, possibilities of tomorrow might be all right. Might be all right. There's no reason to not try to have some degree of hope. Yeah, stink. You're preemptively stinking. You're preemptively stinking. Texas. And again, is like, are we honestly, I gotta ask that question. Are we actually divided? Or is it kind of like what Dave Chappelle was saying, how maybe we're not so divided, we're just getting a real good look at each other for the first time ever. You gotta sit there and think, the whole notion of the internet is new to our species, And then the concept of that global communicative ability now being like in our pockets, that is also new to our species. People have been people for millennia. People have never not been people. And also, you want to know something? People have never not had these tools. We're the first. Ever. And they're super new. They're super new. You think that we're just going to be, we're just going to have all this figured out right away. Oh, there's no way. Oh, no. Simmer down. Simmer down, Ra. You simmer down. That's the thing. It's like we introduce like literal like magic in the last, you could even say like the last century. Certainly in the last 50 years, absolutely in the last 25 years, hell, even in the last 10 years. We have progressively introduced magic. Like, what would be considered magic just only a few hundred years ago? Like literal, like burn the witch type stuff. We now have ready access to all across the planet. And more people are getting connected. More and more people, all the time. It's like magic. We have been introduced to magic for the first time ever. And we are still the same dumb primate people guided by fear and instinct and notions of territoriality and sexual proclivity and resource gathering. We still have the same DNA. It's just now we have magic as well. We're all wizards now. We're all big dumb monkey wizards. You don't think that there's going to be a little bit of instability before that kind of figures itself out, before we kind of get our act straight? You don't think that people should be a little bit more forgiving? Like, it's never been worse. It's like, okay. It's like Carl Sagan said, people are like butterflies who flap for a day and think it to be forever. Oh, chew on that one for a little bit, will you? Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Fancycast. I had a real good time. Did you have a real good time? Raise your hand if you had a good time. All right. We'll talk at you folks later. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, there we go. Bye-bye.